Auto Reviews Autie Meteor Part 177, The A Word. Now, this show as a show is good. It is well written, the characters all have a lot of depth. I was very engaged in the storyline and wanted to know what was going to happen next. But the autism leaves a lot to be desired. Joe is a very one-dimensional child, and while they try to balance the positive and the negative a little bit in the narrative, or they have people call out issues in the parents' behavior where possible, at its root it is a caregiver narrative that is about everybody around him and not about him. There aren't specific lines I can point to and be like, yeah, this is a huge problem, but everything around Joe and his autism always made me feel a little bit on edge. Like, it wasn't overtly ableist, but was always teetering pretty close to it. It also never quite challenged things nearly enough. For example, in the episode where they're struggling with everybody knowing he's autistic except for him because nobody told him, there's a single line about how maybe he sees the word as a negative thing because everybody acts like it's a secret, but then that never really gets expanded upon. Not to mention that the continuous refusal to use the word autism and general narrative avoidance of it, despite that euphemistically being the title of the show, is already an issue. And also the episode where they find a therapist person to come talk with them, while she is good at pointing out what issues are in the household, and it was very cool to see somebody focused on how the household is adding to Joe's struggles, and it's not Joe who needs fixing, but the entire family unit. She went about that in a very harsh way, rather than asking questions of the family to help them come to those conclusions themselves, which is how therapeutic situations should be structured. So overall, I feel like there's nothing groundbreaking or exciting about the show. It's not bad, it's objectively fine, but it's also nothing I haven't seen many times before and is overly reliant on stereotypes and on using the autistic character as a plot point rather than an actual human person. And they did a fantastic job with the Down syndrome representation of the show, so I only wish that they'd put that amount of effort into the autistic character that the show is purportedly supposed to be about.